For military families, there can be devastating periods of time waiting for news of a member that has gone missing in action.
But we have an incredible story of a local family receiving news they have been waiting on now for some 75 years. It's our top story in Good News with Doppler Dave.
He was 2 years younger than I was, but we were best buddies all our lives. We played together all the time.
At 97 years of age, Treva Mann told me about her brother, Ray Johnson. About to finish his time in the Army, Ray was deployed to Korea in 1950. Amazingly, the day after arriving in Korea, he went missing in action.
They just sent Mother and Daddy a telegram they delivered to the door and said he was missing.
And that is all the family would know for decades, that Ray was unaccounted for.
It was terrible, and it was every day wondering about him.
Although there was some communication with the Army over the years, there was little hope after 50, then 60, then 75 years that answers would arise as to what happened to Ray.
About 20 years ago, the Army contacted us and they wanted a blood sample from Mom and from Martha and I. So we all sent a blood sample and they kept it in this lab. And all this time had gone by and we didn't hear anything.
More decades passed without information and the likelihood that there may never be. Then, a glimmer of hope from a phone call.
About a year ago, they contacted us and said there had been some new development in the DNA processing.
And then, out of the blue, just a few weeks ago.
The day he called, we were here at my sister's house, and I answered the phone, and I was just like, he goes, "We've identified your Uncle Ray," and I was like, "My mom is sitting right here. Do you realize she's 97 years old?" And he goes, "That's why I'm calling, because there's an urgency to this that she knows that we have identified Ray's bones."
The long-awaited answers, it turns out, came in incredible detail.
An Army officer came in his uniform and everything. They spent about 3 hours talking to us, and they went over all the details that's in this book, how they found his body, where it's been in the different places during these years, 75 years, and then just about the DNA testing. Jeannie, my sister, is the DNA match. They did chest x-rays of all the soldiers looking for TB, and so they could put his clavicle bone up against the x-ray and measure it and make sure it was him. An isotope in a tube that said he was getting drinking water from Eric, Oklahoma, which is where they were from.
It's made me so proud of our country that they still care about people 75 years ago that gave their life for our country, and that they still care enough to bring closure to a family.
It was always that Mother had a brother that was lost in the Korean War. We don't know what happened to him.
Now you do.
Now we do. We know what happened to him, and we're bringing him home.
Treva feels that this is why God has allowed her long life. Do you think he's kept you around?
Oh, I have wondered why I'm still living.
They have someone coming back to help us plan a memorial for him, and they're going to bring him home.
That's some good news. I'm Doppler Dave for News Channel 10.